Hi, good evening. It's Donna Golby from Kavona Crafts. I just wanted to pop on this evening, different time, different place. Hopefully I've set up my camera a little bit better. I just wanted to pop on and do some Christmas in July. Hi Cheryl, you alright? But first I wanted to show you what I've been making today. I did a class, an online class with Fiona Carson from New Zealand, and we made this little treat box using the Give It a Whirl dies. So the dies cut out circle, cut out all these embellishments and this bit here, and it's all attached via a brad in the middle, which I'll show you, which allows it to spin round. So that was a really fun class that I joined Fiona to do. So I did that one. That was one use of the Give It a Whirl dies. And then I thought I'm going to have a go just on a card. So this is a combination of a couple of stamp sets and die sets. So we've got the Give It a Whirl dies, so it cuts out this space with the cut out. It cuts out the mechanism. It cuts out this, well, it doesn't cut out this hole because this is from the Hat Builder. This is the Hat Builder. And number one. And then back down to Life is Great. This is the Mountain Air stamps with the clouds and inside. So it's just a fun little card to make. But tonight I thought we would do this Pick 6 Wonder. I did this as a challenge a few weeks ago, and all I managed to do was cut the paper. So if I leave that guide on there for a little bit, it tells you what to do. So you need to pick 6 pieces of 6x6 designer series paper. And once we've cut all 6 pieces as per this cutting diagram, we will be able to make 14 cards. Now I know you don't want to watch me cut out this paper because you're all capable of cutting paper, and hopefully I will put I'll take a picture of this guide and put it up for you when I've done the video. So I've cut the paper and I've followed the instructions to make the put the designs on the card. So the paper that I have chosen to use is called Tidings of Christmas, and they are 6x6, so I haven't had to cut them down any further. But you can use the 12x12 and cut that down, and you just need 6 pieces, so you could have 3 pieces doubled up, whatever you decide. But the good thing about doing this now is, 1, we get a good head start on Christmas cards, and 2, the designer series paper is on special until Monday night, so it's £9.14 a pack instead of £10.75. So that goes for all the classic designer series paper, not the speciality ones, all the classic ones in the annual catalogue, this one included. So we have got to cut squares, we've got to cut rectangles, more rectangles, and then we've got to cut some hearts out of this piece here. So I started off with the squares. I do appreciate people popping on. So it just makes 14 nice simple quick cards. So with the squares, you need to fold them in half and then in half again, and then cut a slit and slot them together. and then we just fold back the design series paper, and that makes our square for on the front of our card. So I'm going to use a bit of glue, a bit of Tombow glue, and I've just created a standard A6 card, and I'm going to leave these bits free and easy. I'm just going to grab some ribbon from my stash. She says. I don't really know what I want ribbon wise. No, just watch that the cats will arrive just now. So can't get into my ribbon, so I'll just pop this on. So this is a evening evergreen ribbon, and I always keep a pair of scissors separate for cutting of ribbon, because paper scissors invariably blunt when they've been cutting paper. So I want to put a sticky dot on the inside of my ribbon to hold it down in the middle, and then one on the outside of the ribbon to attach it to my card, because the aim of the game here is to create something simple and effective from the design series paper. So I have stamped some sentiments from the same suite, tidings and trimmings, so it all coordinates nicely together, and I've used all my other foam pads, so a new sheet is out. So I just want to pop some foam tape and attach that to there, and that's our first card done. And out of the 14 cards, 3 will be of this design. Obviously you can put different ribbon on, you can put a different sentiment, but I'll show you that I've cut the other bits of paper. So I've got that one to go on, and I've got this one, and I'm going to put that one that way. So I'll just quickly, and they are all, glue didn't come out then. So this is a great start to your Christmas card crafting. And I'm going to stick this bigger embellishment, bigger sentiment on. And I've used the Tasteful Touches, Tasteful Labels dies to cut my sentiments out. But you could punch them out, or you could just trim them however you feel like. And I'm going to cut a bit more ribbon, because I do like this ribbon. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of, and put a glue dot in the middle so I can fold it and it adheres it down nicely, and then a glue dot to just tuck underneath there. And I am sure I have some gems as well. Let's see what I've got. gem wise. I thought I'd got some. There they are. I'm not even sure whether these are current gems, so I'm really sorry if they're not, but let's just get a couple of gems on here as well. So now we've done 2 cards. So this is the last one of this design. So I'm going to go there and put that there. So I've used 3 different sentiments. I hope they suit all the cards, but we will see. And again, I am going to use my ribbon scissors, chop a bit of ribbon, get a glue dot in the middle of my ribbon, and that just holds it down. And you need to put sticking the ribbon down. You really do need a dry adhesive, because the ribbon would just soak up the glue too quickly and it wouldn't stick properly, so you're better off with a dry adhesive like a glue dot. Just trying to get it under there. So let's put that under there, and then we can put, where have I put my little gems? Put some of these little clear gems. Put a few on. A few more than necessary, but it adds to the sparkle. I think that one's nice and simple, nice, clean and simple. So far we have done 3 cards. Right, so on the cutting guide now we have these rectangles here, and these rectangles you need to pick 3 of each onto a card, and it makes 4 cards. Is it right? Into trios, that's it, 4 cards. So I should have trios of cards. There we go. So, and all I've done is I've cut the squares, the rectangles rather, and now it's just a case of putting them together onto your card, and you can have your card any which way you want. Again, that's just standard A6 cards, not a worry. And then we are just going to adhere these flat. To each card. So, hope everybody's had a lovely day. And then we could put it that way if we wanted to. We could choose a different sentiment. I think that one's nice. Hi Joe, how are you? And this time I'm going to put a bit of this silvery ribbon on. So this is a bit more challenging to adhere, but I think we could just tie it in a knot. So tie that into a knot, like so. Pull it out. Find the glue dots. And adhere it to there, she says. I think that's it. So we've done that one. Let's get these ones on. So you'll have 12 pieces of card to adhere down. And you're just mixing and matching, because Stampin' Up! Have already got the colours coordinated in the DSP, so you have literally just got to pick 6 pieces from the suite that you like the look of. So it's not to worry about the coordination or so. And I think this just needs a bit of a lift now with some red gems. So let me know whether this is too early for you for Christmas cards. I think it's possibly a little early. So I'm going to put some these clear ones on. And as I say, I'm sorry if this so that's 2 done that way. And then I'm going to put that one on first. And put it on straight. Then we're going to put that one on. I'm going to put this red piece on the bottom. And see if we can get Merry and Bright on there. Don't know whether that one's the right one to do. No, it's got to go that way. That one's too big. So I'm going to put that one on. I'm going to put it on some foam pads. So it's just deciding what you want to do with your sentiments really, and whether I've got enough done. I've just stamped some. I didn't want to do any stamping tonight. Well, I do like stamping, you know I do, but I thought showing you how to put these quick cards together be enough for the challenge tonight, so that I get it ready and then I can just slotting ribbon. And one more card in this selection, so just make sure you do a good crease on that. I think you tend to get a little bit of a rhythm of how to put these on, but you really don't need to stress about it. As I say, all the coordination is already there for you, and it's simple enough to just pop the pieces together. I'm going to put that one there, put some foam pads on. Don't you always find that you'll find those foam pad adhesives all over the place once you've finished crafting? They tend to go everywhere. I might put a little bit of silver ribbon. Oh, it's mesh ribbon. This was out of the catalogue last year, but it's fine. Use whatever you've got. Some of you will have this, some of you will have something similar, and I'm all for using what you've got, because how will we ever need new stuff if we haven't used the old stuff? So that was for using that pattern. So the next cards is using this bit down the bottom here. So it's you get 6 of these pieces here that are 9 centimeters by 6.2, and then 6 of these pieces here, and they're asking you to make what's called a belly band card. So basically, let me find the pieces. So basically you've got picking 2 of the big rectangles and then a small other rectangle, and we're making 3 cards, she says, because, but I'm just trying to see what I've done with the other piece. Oh, I've lost a piece. Don't say I lost a piece. I found a piece. Now I've got the cat. Told you. Ribbon, card. She's getting chunky. So I found it. So this makes 3 cards, and then you get some of these strips left over. So these are quite simple cards to make. Again, they're all quite simple cards. So I'm just going to adhere 2 pieces. Again, I'm not too fussy on the actual pieces that I'm using, and I can just put adhesive on them. They all coordinate already because the colours are all coordinated. Oops, sorry, got my head in the way. I just wanted to line it up. And then I'm going to put that simple belly band. Oh. Oh, sorry about that. And then we have got Merry and Bright in the middle, and that is all you need on that card. All you need. There we go. We'll put this one together. Let's see what we've got here. Let's swap them out. So let's plot that one. And then this one. Yeah, I've left the cupboard door open there and the cat's run off with my ribbon. So I'm hoping Max might sort that out for me and get it off said cat. Said cat can smell a ribbon a mile away. Sorry about that, I managed to get the ribbon off her. Purple Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Naughty cat. I might put a bit of ribbon on these in a minute. So let's do this last one. Let's see what we got. Let's do. So let's put that on the bottom. And put this on the top. Probably upside down, but oh well. Put that across the middle, and I've got one left of that design. I might just chop up some ribbon pieces. As I say, the paper is on special until Monday night, so it's 15% off. So it's a good time to stock up if you wanted to. You know, if you don't want a full pack, you can always share a pack with a friend. And then next week, next Tuesday, the new catalogue, the new mini catalogue is out. So Christmas, Halloween, autumn, there's quite a bit of autumn birthday stuff, really. So it's quite a nice catalogue. So it's not all Christmas. There's quite a bit of wildflowers, leaves. There's quite a few cartoony bits and pieces. If you like cutesy Christmas. There's some religious Christmas. There's the nice, there's the Three Kings stamps and dies. There's a couple of nice punch bundles if you like robins. There's a nice punch to punch holly, and the stamp that goes with it is a robin. If you haven't already got a demonstrator and you'd like a catalogue, just drop me a message and I will pop you one in the post. That's not a problem. Right, from these pieces you get left 3 of these what are classed as belly bands, not border down. So this little strip here, and the instructions suggest that you cut those pieces into 2, and therefore you've then got 6 pieces to play with, and you can arrange them onto your card like so. And you really want to use all 6 sides. So I'm just going to fold that down so it stays a bit flatter, and I'm going to use a bit of Tombow because then I've got a bit of wriggle room to work with rather than the dry adhesive is a bit too grabbing. And again, all the colour coordination is done for us, so we haven't got to worry that is that piece going to go with that piece, because they all came out of the same pack. So yeah, they all do go, that piece and that piece and that piece all coordinates. So this is using 6 pieces of 6x6 DSP, cut using a cutting guide into squares and rectangles and further down. And then I'm just going to pop that on there like so. And then we have got the final 3 to create. So I'm just going to pop some gems on. I quite like these faceted gems. And I'm just going to burnish them down a little bit. So they are quite clean and crisp cards. Now, from the cutting guide, we have got left now 6 pieces this size. So they're 9 centimetres by 7 centimetres. And what the instruction is asking us to do with those is keep one whole and cut a heart frame out of the other. So let's see what I've come up with here. So should have 3 cards left of the 14, and I should have 3 big pieces, 3 smaller heart pieces, and here we go. So we'll start with this one. And what it asks you to do in the instructions is to leave one piece whole, so that is this piece here, and to create with the other piece a heart. So it asks you to fold it in half, freestyle cut a heart out, and then from the middle cut a smaller heart, so you've got a frame, and then you're going to flip it, so you're going to put either the stripe, either the red heart frame and the stripe in the middle. I mean, that you can use for a different project, and we can put it there, and we can put the sentiment there. So I'm just going to burnish the card and get the next one, so I can see which parts and which patterns we like we're liking the best together. And we could even mix and match the middles of the hearts, because I only freehand cut the outside. The inside I used a die. So we can swap and mix and match the middles, I think, as well. Can mix and match, mix and match. So that's what I want to do. So it's a case of sticking it all down. So let's add that piece of paper to there, and then add our heart. So let's get some glue. To there. And stick our heart in the middle. Like so. And then we can add our sentiment. To there. Raising up a little bit. And we'll do this one. Not too sure on what quite like that, really. Let's see what I've got here. Yeah. So, do appreciate you sticking with me while I'm making these cards. Put the glue on there. Some foam pads. Put some gems on that piece. So once I've put this template and instructions onto my page, you can do what I did. You can cut all your bits of paper out, get all your cards ready, and you can sit and do these in front of the TV. That's 14 cards you'll have prepped in next to no, a couple of hours. You've got 14 handmade cards. That's amazing. And you don't have to do Christmas, you could do, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, you don't have to do Christmas, you can use any of the design series paper, any paper that you've got in your stash, as long as you've got 6 pieces of 6 by 6. And follow the instructions, and those instructions are in metric and imperial, so that's always good. And you can mix and match what measurements you use. And that's the last sentiment to put on. And then I might pop some gems on. It's not got very straight, does it? And that one. And this one. And this one. So they are all nice and clean and simple cards. So the paper is doing the whole work for it. So that's our one with the hearts. And then I'll try and keep those. I'll try and keep one of those there. Then this was an odd one on its own. And this came from these three. That were belly bands. And I think I'm going to just finish off with one gem down here. Each one. So that is that one. And then these ones. So just adding some gems onto there. So there's 4 with this style. And then our first one was our squares. So that's 14 cards made. Six pieces of 6x6, a bit of cutting, a bit of sticking, a bit of stamping of some sentiments, and hey presto, there you go, wham bam, 14 cards. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching and staying with me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.